This is the old one. This is the new one. See, spot the difference? I see the difference. So we're going to double check what is going on here with the newest Tespia notes from yesterday, like a day and a half ago, with the second test, still test server on the second mastery cores. See what alterations they made. Return of elite monsters and bosses in Grandis. A full update to Heroes of MapleStory, because they got rid of the instance maps, I guess. And the new outfit preset system. This patch does not contain the previously mentioned changes to cubes and meso. That should be in a separate patch that will happen after next week's live server patch on January the 18th. So there's still a lot of question marks around that. But I think Master Codes will be released. So there's still another week of Korea screaming and all that stuff. That's probably going to be going around. So we'll see. Okay, so overview. Let's see. Fixed an issue. Skill descriptions. Is this... let's see to which extent... So I'm assuming that all of these changes are just still in with slight additions of extra stuff, right? Okay. So there's just... It's mostly issue fixes here. Falling Justice. Yo, dude, this like throwing a hammer. I don't know, it's probably one of the coolest looking skills. It's really nice. I'm not sure exactly how big it is though. If it's like Maha size, if it's like the Zero sword size. Damage judgment has been changed to summon whenever paladins directly used skills except common skills hit an enemy. Number of hits increased from 4 to 6, and the damage decreased from 2250 to 1300. So that's from what, 9,000 to around 8,000-ish. A little bit lower. This edit states cooldown reduction effects are not applied. Notice the edit that states you will not take damage if it hits an enemy. Use damage reflect. Reactivation cooldown will now be displayed as a buff icon. Okay, so they cut the damage a little bit from that thing. Dark Knight, big ol' skill. Skill effect is changed. Oh yeah, wait. From this to the... Wait, am I high? Is that the same skill effect? That is the same, huh? Maximum number of enemies hit has been increased from 10 to 12. And the Gungnir's... Oh, Gungnir's Descent boost increased from 129% points to 145. Oh. Okay. Flame Haze, the slow apply to enemies hit, has been increased from 50 to 51%. I don't know if that's even noticeable at all. The range of vision mist can be exploded has been increased by 8% horizontally. Thank you. Oh, look at how icy that is. Some icy. Where's more? Cannot hit a single enemy more than 20 times. Has been changed to move in a straight line instead of falling off the edge of a platform. Oh. Effect has been changed. Wait, usually it doesn't fall off edges of platforms. It just gets stuck at the end of platforms usually, right? So is it gonna move past the edge and just keep floating now instead of just stopping? Because I've never seen Frozen Orb fall off a side of a platform. Sup, Fluffy. The effect has been changed, fixing an issue where sometimes the client would close. That's a good one to fix. And the attack range has been moved upwards. Okay. The passive effect constant value. Okay. The wing feathers damage decreased from 620 to 570. Notice has been added. It states if multiple wing feathers hit a single enemy, the later feathers final damage will be decreased. Yeah, I thought I didn't see that last time. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird that it didn't say that. Okay, that's good that they added that for clarification. Making sure cooldown reset effects apply to Divine Explosion. Oh, so no cooldown effect to that. Let's say 6 seconds. Okay. Arrow Platter now activates Flash Mirage. And the after image shot passive. Okay. Uncountable arrows. Where cooldown reset effects applied. Enhanced. Oh, so they're really trying to not have cooldown effects applied to all of these empowered skills. But all of the passives weren't working on it. Okay, so it's good that they fixed that in test server before it goes into live. Otherwise you lose a whole lot of value there. Piercing. Fixing where ultimate piercing of action delay was not applied properly. Well, you can now use a piercing. Piercing 6 was registered 2 or more times in a skill macro. It would not be activated automatically. Oh, that's weird. Ancient range. Okay, so they're really just small fixes. Mark of Assassin damage increased from 460 to 615. Oh, that's a considerable increase there. You sure why the number of stars created was different than the skill description. Oh, can't be having that. Mass explosion damage up to 300. Okay, particle effects eaten good. Eaten well, of course. Fixing issue where the skill effects sometimes displayed awkwardly. Save for bloody explosion. Damage boost when attacking boss monster keys based on the skill level has been changed. Okay. Link to this. Exclamation mark KMS. Dual blade. Okay, that's just awkwardness fixed. Issue fixes. Issue fixes. That's good. But the cast action was not cancelled when using Screw Punch. Yeah, do people really use the Nautilus battleship at all as bucks? I feel like it just disrupts your whole flow. Because the main thing you want is the passive from it, right? Which you just get regardless if you use it or not. Battleship, you will not move for a certain period of time after installing a battleship. Okay, so you're no longer stuck. That's good. Fixing. Cannon Buster 6's damage boost effect has been removed. Wait, Cannon Buster 6's damage is increased by 290% points. It just got rid of that? Oh. Just axed it? Okay. Damage on the anchor has been decreased from 1250 to 790. The attack interval has been decreased by about 34%. The skill description has been changed. Okay. You'll understand why later. Okay, we'll see, I guess. Mihail, Royal Guard. 5th attack buff is increased from 45 to 100. Ayo. And all the counterattack damage is up quite a bit as well. Okay. Good job, Mihail. Getting what they deserve. Solar power fixing issue where if the enemy moved immediately after skill activated, sometimes it would not hit. We can't be having that. Blaze Wizard. Oh, wait. That's a way different animation. The other one had, like, molten lava in it, right? Oh, did they take that core off of it? I don't know. I mean, I guess I like this a little bit with the rock as well. I'm also okay with this, but I guess because it's static on the outside, maybe that should be rotating as well. Maybe that was too much animation. It's like a mini gloom, huh? I don't know. This is pretty cool too, I guess. Single, you can only hit a single enemy up to 10 times. Ooh, only half the times of the Ice Lightning one. Decent combat orders and combat orders were applied. Oh, that was not supposed to. Fiction if you use orbital flame during flame spheres, sometimes the damage skin would be displayed late. Windbreaker, applying the passives, and energy increase, and the enhanced one, almost 100%. Okay. Strike a Thunderbolt. Fixes. The skill is now also increases lightning strikes giant Thunderbolt damage by 360% points. Gotcha. Okay. Aaron, swiper, no swiping. Boost and hunter targeting 6. You can now cancel the skill end action with Final Blow, Beyonder, Fenrir Crash, Beyonder 6, Howling Swing, and Adrenaline Surge's Final Strike. Okay. The slam down attack's damage has been increased from 650 to 1250. Number of shockwaves activated from slam down attacks has been increased from 5 to 6. The key down attack's damage has been decreased from 700 to 580, and the key down attack's maximum number of activations decreased from 25 to 20. Okay, and invisible duration after the skill ends has been increased from 1 to 2 seconds. 1 second is really just like server lag, you could still die kind of thing. Fix an issue where advanced final attack was not activated properly. Okay, maybe with advanced final attack not activating properly, maybe it made the front end damage a little bit heavy, so they took a little bit of the front end damage and gave a little bit of the back end damage to balance it out a bit more. Evan! Fix an issue where Zodiac Ray's magic circle will charge only one magic when this skill hit an enemy. Can't be having that. Dragon Swift. A whole bunch of passives. It's wild though that a whole bunch of passives were not properly working on all of these skills. But I mean, it's good that's why they have the test server to check if it was, like, if the logic wasn't correct or if something just was broken, right? Reflection, the Larkness gauge increases when you hit an enemy, has been increased by about 10%. Okay. The monster's hit effects size has been decreased. Fixes, fixes, fixes. Endless Darkness. Damage decreased from 1770 to 1580, but an extra hit, so that's got to be an increase by quite a bit, right? 3 from 7k to like 7.5k. 7.9k. That's quite a bit more. Larkness gauge, it's like light and darkness gauge. That's like what they call their system of the balance, basically. Mercedes damage increased 560 to 800. And the Spirit Enchant damage increased from 635 to 880. No longer be affected by cooldown, reset effects, fix an issue where using the character. Would not move upwards when using a leap tornado spin. Okay. And the Ishtar's mark is on it. Yeah, they're really trying to get rid of the... They're really making sure all the passive interactions are working properly and that the cooldown effects are not affecting all of these augmented effects. Yeah. Because of course the first thing that people are doing is trying to get the cooldown down as low as possible so that they could just slam so much damage. Line Darkness, yeah, it's not a typo. Same thing with Wrath of Enlil. Ishtar's Mark creation damage boost has been increased from 185% points to 240, and Ishtar's Mark completion damage boost has been increased from 225 to 290. That was like that extra debuff thing that you like built stacks on, right? If I remember correctly. Legendary Spear, yeah, this thing. These skills though, oof. Phantom, give me something good. Attack range has been increased by about 236%. Yeah. That ain't just a little bit. That's like the battle mage treatment for their main attack. Fix an issue where hitting an enemy would not stack the mark of Phantom's Master Thief mark. Of course, it should be happening. Hitting an enemy would not create a Noir Cards reverse card. Decent combat orders are an issue where decent combat orders and combat orders were applied. Okay, so these shouldn't be applied, I guess, then. And skill description changed. Ultimate Drive Fortune. The damage has been decreased from 1120 to 490, and number of hits decreased from 8 to 6. Maximum number of enemies hit has been decreased from 10 to 7. Fix an issue where hitting an enemy would not stack. Okay, well that's a gut on the other attack, though. Instantly dead hype. Hang on. So like the key down hits way further now, but the other mode has been, yikes. Instead of doing what, 10,000%, it's doing 3,000% now. Sheesh. On 10 enemies on 7. Yikes. So like the potential 100k per hit is now down to a 21k per hit. That is a 79% gut on the, a little bit more, probably like an 80%, a little bit more than 80% gut on the potential damage on this one. But I'm guessing that people still just like to use this one more, so they'd rather have like in the few scenarios where people use this one. So that people don't have to change their playstyle, I think is probably why they did that, I'm guessing. Because people are just used to it using like this so much. They'd rather buff the existing one than give them an alternate one so that they have to play the character differently. That's how I'm interpreting that, but I could be slightly off there. Does fix an issue where the cooldown reset effects were applied refer to cooldown skip and cooldown hat, or just cooldown skip? No, cooldown hat. Cooldown skip cannot work on... Oh, I guess cooldown skip might be working on it because the base skill was 4th job. So maybe it was copying some of the logic of the 4th job skills, right? And then applying possibly cooldown skip to it, which shouldn't. Yeah, that might be what it is. I don't know if they'll go deeper into that, but that's a good point. Spirit Frenzy, skill can be changed. A notice has been added that states your speed is fixed when using a skill. You can now only hit a single target up to 30 times. Damage has been increased from 384 to 270. But the attack control has been decreased by about 40%. Oh. Then, yeah, if you hit, like, almost twice as often for, like, more than 2/3 of the damage. What did you say? Moonwall? Oh, that's Shade. That's the name in Korea for it. Blaster, a whole bunch of passives going in. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, dude, how did they overlook all of these passives? Or did they purposefully not throw in all the passives yet because they just wanted to make sure that the base skill was working and then add them in later? I wonder. Because it seems like such a pervasive thing that somebody forgot to tick the box, like, apply passives to the skill with every single skill. Depending on how the cooldown reset effects are applied, I may not have to make a cooldown hat. Yeah, cooldown hats is definitely a thing. I wonder if they want to make... They probably don't want every class to just by default have to make a cooldown hat. I'm wondering if they would want that. And they probably also don't want everyone to feel like they have to make 2 hats, like a damage hat and a cooldown hat. Because if you just build the base kit better, then it would just work the way that you want it to work, right? But having multiple upgrade paths is also kind of cool. I don't know. Could look at it a bunch of different ways. Battle Mage skill description has been changed or increased by 50% points after learning the skill. Or Recite, okay. And fix an issue where Dark Genesis lightning attack was not activated properly on Battle King bar. That's it. Wild Hunter fixed. Issues were not displayed on the Jaguar skill UI. Oh yeah, all the 6th job. A little bit of damage increase. A little bit of damage increase, a little bit of damage increase, a little bit of damage increase. Nature Belief Soul Resonance activates on all of these things now. Rampage as 1, a little bit of damage increase, and fix an issue where cooldown reset effects were applied. Okay. Did my sub go through? Didn't see an alert for it. Maybe you refresh stream, it might pop it up. It probably went through because you do have a sub emblem, yeah. But maybe the alert didn't pop up. If you refresh the chat, it might fix it. Xenon. Description changes, fixes, good. Yeah, so they're trying to get the combat orders and the cooldown skips, most likely, like you're saying, out of it, because they are, of course, base 4th job and lower skills that it might have been applying to. Number of enemies targeted has been increased from 11 to 12 on the homing missiles. Mechanics, rejoice! At least you're not getting nerfed. Demon Slayers. Activation. Demon Awakenings enhanced demon slash damage boost has been decreased from 100% points to 80% points. Dude, I remember reading the Demon Slayer one and thinking, they can't keep getting away with it. Like, what? Look at these. Yeah. The Let's Fucking Go emote, I remember. And then this. They did. I told you the animation looked like it was kind of like unfinished with the barbs like that, right? See, they did change it. Oh, okay. They just added like spikes underneath instead of like chains. Yeah, it's cleaner like that. They still kind of kept the fade out effect a little bit, but yeah, I like this better. Skill effect will now move with the character. The attack range has been moved upwards. Skill effects how do you guys feel about skill effects moving with the character or staying in place? feel like they should move with. If it's something attached to your body, it should kind of move with you, right? But if it's an after image of something you've done, that after image shouldn't move because that after image is in a certain spot. An after image doesn't have like inertia. I think in reality it should probably get stretched based on your movement speed, right? So it should kind of stay, but also like here's the problem, is because the entire animation is like shown in an instant, so it has to move with you. Because otherwise it's really weird that if you're moving very quickly, the whole animation is played behind you and nothing is happening when your character is physically moving your weapon around. But if you're moving very quickly, then your animation should just get stretched out to play the length of the animation from the beginning of where you were to the end point of where you were, right? But like that dynamic animation stretching, I don't think that's something that Maple would ever want to get into, right? As long as it's consistent with the hitbox, yeah, that's never the case. That's never gonna happen. Video games just can't do that. The skill now applies an additional 60% critical rate. Oh, they didn't forget to carry that over. Increases Demon Impact 6's damage by 70% points and Demon Chain's damage by 90% points. And fix an issue where Nightmare's Flames of the Underworld were not activated. I wonder if they're really going... If they're really going to build this 6 job to the extent that all the skills will be relevant again in the entire kit. For the... Instead of ever... Oh, this might be what they're doing. Instead of ever reworking 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th job really again, their plan, I think, is to just make 6th job, make all of those skills relevant, which is why they gave us all the extra space so early in the V Matrix, which will probably mean that we're all going to have to go back once our characters are like quote-unquote done, once new mastery cores come out, and we're all going to have to go back and boost every single skill eventually in the 5th job anyway. And we're probably going to have to all wear like at least six boost nodes. We're probably going towards 8. And put actually all skills on your keyboard for like any situation. Yeah. Jesus, that's loud. Thank you, Stark, for subscribing 6 months in advance. This guy knows what he wants. He's getting that discount. Also getting rid of the ads. Good job. The twofer. Discounted sub plus no more ads. That sounds like a good deal. Well, and I now have to stream for at least 6 more months because Stark sub 6 months in advance, so. You already use 6? Yeah, maybe, yeah. Well, I think most people will probably be using 6 to 8, yeah. We already saw it with Arc with the current mastery node. I had to equip an extra boost node to be able to even equip the mastery node, right? Because you need to get level 40 before level ups. Yep. Okay, Exceed Execution. The defense ignore effect has been changed to 35% regardless of skill level. Wow. Jesus, instead of 30%, we get 35%? Damn.
Seal arrive.
Seal arrive. The hype train is here. Hexa snail throw win. That'd be some funny shit. Okay, Hexa core changed. For D8, it's it. The lower range increased by about 20% on Sword Strike. We saw that video, right, of the Kaiser jumping and not being able to hit anything. So I guess they saw the video too, and increased the lower range by quite a bit. Hopefully that did some good work for Kaisers. Imano snail shell throw. Fixed an issue where the dragon mark effect sometimes displayed awkwardly. Ooh la. And skill description changed. Okay, Kane. Oh. Wait, what did it look like here? Oh, it was more like jagged, yeah. So they kept it more straight line, just way more arrows in there. I don't know, I kind of liked it jagged, but I guess it... Yeah, it does make sense for the arrow to like go almost like in place, or like looking like it went somewhat backwards or something. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, no, it's fine too, but it just looks way more similar to the other stuff. Fix an issue where using possession while using strike arrow 6 would not cancel possession's cast action. Oh, that's the thing you can do? Oh. Wait, but if they're gonna make this the skill, then the icon will have to change too, right? Because now the icon is based on what this skill looks like with the jagged things, and now it doesn't look like that anymore. I think Dual Blade still has a skill. Their main attack still looks like the old skill icon, like the old skill animation before they changed it. And they never really went back to swap it. Okay, so possession, cast action, cancel, applied back to all of the skills. Other than that, all of these skills going through. Damn, Cadence, I got some cool stuff. Kadena. Wait, that's also slightly different, yeah. Wait, no? No, that looks... Wait. Is that bottom animation a little bit different? There's a lot more pink and purple on the bottom here, right? Yeah, now it's more like a cloud. Gotcha, okay. The final damage per buff stack increased from 10 to 11. Ooh la. That is nice. Soulseeker creation rate has been increased from 35 to 36 for Angelic Buster. Dude, everyone's eating well. 0 effects change. And some issues fixed. Jesus, rolling curve 600 moment distance, previous job. Fixing issue with cooldown. End alert did not work. Fixing social damage decreased from 1175 to 900, but 3 hits instead of 2. Final damage reduction with multiple source slashes hit a single enemy has been increased from 50 to 70. Okay, so just to keep it up with being good on mobbing, but not to spike it too much on bossing. Second source slash activating has been decreased. The source slash's attack range has been increased by about 29% horizontally. That's pretty big. And probably similar thing here to the rolling assaulter. 840 to 1090, 3 to 4 reduction changes. No range change here on this one. Okay. No, they probably use it because it means chain. Yeah. Kinesis big old chess pieces. Was that the same thing they had here? Oh yeah, they were more like poorly rendered. So now they're more like crystalline. Gotcha. Ultimate second shots. Damage has been increased from 510 to 765. A number of hits has been increased from 3 to 4. And you can now only hit a single target enemy up to 5 times. Gotcha, okay. Fixing issue where sometimes the bullets would be fired at abnormal speeds. Yo, that still happens to my Monkey Fury on the Cannoneer. Skill effects have been changed for Plummet. Can I zoom out a little bit? Jesus, this is a giant-ass animation. What do we like better? This? Or this? I feel like I like the old one better. A little bit lighter, but... Plummet, no stocks. I like the old one better, I think. Ilium, level 40 mechanical reaction ammunition 2 enhancement has been added to the Mastery Core activation conditions. Oh. Fixing issue where the magic Mastery Core effect was not applied. Fix that. Fixing issue where enchant javelin's damage boost was constant regardless of skill level. Wait, wasn't Ilium doing crazy things? So they didn't nerf anything about that? With the Glory Wings and Mortal Wing Beat? They just kept that in. Okay. Okay, Void Rush. Oh. Okay. The skill icon, skill effect. Fixed issue. Check read would not be created if the skills were cancelled. Alright, so a lot of people testing all of the gameplay. Slightly new effects. Wait, what did it look like before? Oh, yeah, it had like more of the black rim on it. And now you only see that really pop out at the end when it slows down. Gotcha. Okay, but now the arc changes. This skill now permanently enhances Unstoppable Impulse and Tenacious Instinct, increasing their damage by 250% points. Buff! I'll take it. I'll take a 250% point damage increase on my dashes. These are like the diagonal jags. Lara fixing eruption skills damage based on summon duration was not applied. Okay, well moving. Could that be used while moving the expression where the river flows? Oh yeah, no, you should be able to do that. You're just floating through the river, just blowing everything up. That's the Lara. That's the Lara way. The way of water. Eruptions turn raise well. Volcanic bombs decrease from 608% to 480, but the maximum number of times volcanic bombs are created has been increased from 5 to 7. Okay. Hoyoung. Okay, so there were some memes with Hoyoung, right? Fixed an issue where Sage 3 past apparition clone did not appear when hitting an enemy. Fixed an issue where the Enlightenment's damage boost effect was applied. We've got some crazy ass animations going on here. Damage increased from 590 to 750. Universal Harmony. Enhanced Earth Ground Shattering Wave 6 damage has been increased. This is the name of the skill, by the way. Universal Harmony's Enhanced Earth Ground Shattering Wave 6. I feel like we need to maybe just condense that a little bit. It's quite a mouthful. Has been increased from 880 to 960. So from Mom said, fix the issue where Sage 3 paths apparitions clone did not appear. So some more passives. Skill effect no longer move with the character. See, for some skills it probably shouldn't. Fixing where Sage apparitions clone did not appear. Yeah, it's just a passives. That's the main thing. So a bunch of passives not applying. I wonder if people do BAs and are like, wait, this is where something is fucky, or if they can monitor people playing the skills on like a bigger scale, like activating the skills on a bigger scale, and be like, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. Like people should be hitting way higher, but they're not. What's going on? And then they can see that the passives are not working. I wonder if it's players mentioning this or if it's them noticing it. Skill changes common. Fixed an issue with Soul Zenith. Dawn and Twilight could sometimes be used at the same time. Oh, that's probably not the intended. System Master and Solianos could not be used in places where skills could not be used will no longer be displayed continuously. Thank you. Fixing for Solianos activated while harvesting. The effect appeared awkwardly. Okay. It's just me that the music just got louder. Side effect from harvesting. Soul's contract skill appeared awkwardly when it was inactive. When the following skills are removed, the cooldown end alert will now be displayed as deactivated. Special ring skills, soul skills, link skills, fifth job skills. Having second mastery was minus final damage. Yeah, we went over that the last time. Yeah. It was better not to unlock it than to get level 1. That's not good. Which section for the game it says you have DMs off on Discord? I don't. You just it has a link to my Discord. You join my Discord and you send me on Discord. If you're in a Discord with me, you should be able to send me DM on Discord. I should not have DMs off on Discord. My DMs should be open with people that share Discords with me. I do have quite a few people sending like message requests on Discord. But I think that's only because we have no Discords in common. Because at some point I was getting spammed quite a bit, so I had to tone it down just a little bit. Could you verify you qualified? You'll get a message from me that I checked everything. Skill now also increases final damage by 7% while active on Transcendent Rinse. Oh, just an extra 7% final damage. Okay. Additional hits damage has been increased from 250 to 330. Oh. Hello, Zero buff. Fixing instrument following skills, consecutive attacks did not activate final attack type skills. Situation decimates venom frozen. Dreadnought, Durandal, Unfitting, Glory, Crimson Pregnancy, Requiem. Okay. There were certain skills that provided buff effects to party members could be stacked with the base skill after applying a Hexa Enhancement Core. They would like not... they would like use their Force Job skill to buff without the Hexa Core, then equip the Hexa Core, and then use it again. But you can only do that once, right? Otherwise you'd have to like disable it every time and then re-enable it. Would people really do that? Use the Soul Urda and the fragments to like double buff a single time every time, and then unlearn it again? Weapon mastery for hero. This skill now also increases critical rate by. What? Is there already critical rate on that? Did all heroes just get a free 15% crit rate? On top of the 20% that's coming from the Legion artifacts, you're basically getting 35% more crit rate than now, which means you go from like one of the lowest crit rate characters to one of the highest crit rate characters. There's no need for 20 inner. There was already no need anymore for 20 inner because of the... Right now, if you have a really, really big Legion, you don't need a 20 inner anymore. And if you have a... with a Legion artifact coming, you already didn't need a 20% inner. So if you add this, you're going to be so high now. This skill can now be used in the air? Okay, what? Buff hero, I guess. Damn, did Zelpix get his foot in the door there or something? What happened? The strike damage has been decreased from 3,900% to 472. The number of strikes activated has been increased from 12 to 33. This skill now activates 48 final strikes that deal 470% damage 15 times. Wait, what is going on with Spirit Caliber? Are you okay? Did you just have an identity crisis? This skill is just completely different now. What is Spirit Caliber's numbers now? Spirit Caliber... What? GMS 240, yeah. Chase cut occurs 12 times, which takes up to 15 enemies, 3,900% damage, 14 times. What? Here it says 12. Oh, maybe 12 at 20. No, it says 14. What? But it said 33 times with 472? And it... So it's going to be like harder for lower level roar rings to apply the damage, I guess? Was Discord not allowing me to DM? Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, glad that got figured out. There's always some weird technical stuff going on, so it's good to double check. So go from 3900 times 12, it says here, even though I looked at 14. 47,000 goes to 472 times 33. Plus 470 times 15. 22,626. Oh, no. Times 48 on the last one. Wait, 48 strikes 15 times? 48 times 15. You're just attacking 720 times. What in the shit? plus 33 times 472. Yeah, so 354,000 damage. That's the wrong button. Instead of 46, you just gained 300,000% damage in that skill. Yeah, Zelpex must have done something. Must have sent more than a protest truck to the HQ to get his. Oh wait, chase cut occurs 12 times. 12 cuts. Okay, hang on. We're gonna do this right. Okay. The core damage is 3,900%. 14 times. 12 times. That's the damage now. Okay, somebody write this down. 655, 200. Okay. Instead, it's gonna do 472% damage. 14 times. 33 times. Plus 48 times 15 times 470. Okay, it's damage cut. Okay. We got it. But they got crit rate. Damn, they wouldn't be happy with that. That's like a... Never mind. Nerf hero, I guess. So from 655,200... divided by what we just had. What did we just have? 556k? Something like that? Eesh. Should do it the other way around, huh? I'm very good at dividing things. Oof. That's more like a 16% final damage cut instead on that skill. Yeesh. But at least you got critical rate? Poor heroes. Okay. Paladin, critical damage boost increase from 15 to 20%. Nothing else? Oh no. There's more. But wait, there's more. Sacred Bastion. The first shockwave damage has been increased from 3,600 to 800. Number of hits from 7 to 9. Number of activations increased from 7 to 28. Why are they cutting all of the big numbers down but just making everything hit a million times? Oh, is that why Steve said like a line story? They're just trying to make everything way more visually impressive, like just more numbers show up rather than the numbers being bigger. I bet they had like a focus group and they showed like two different skills that do around the same damage, but one just hits more numbers and the other one hits fewer numbers that are bigger. And they probably overwhelmingly thought that the one with the more numbers was way more impressive and looked way cooler and looked like they were stronger. So they're probably just shifting from size of lines to amount of lines again. Damn you, Korea focus groups. That I just imagined. Some people were capping too early. You think people are already capping on certain skills at 750 bill lines? Yeah, that could be another thing. Really? I guess non-reboot. They're 6 months ahead in funding. They're 2 years, well, multiple years ahead in building. Yeah. But damn, already it was 750 bill reliably. Reboot as well? Damn. Well, if I'm hitting 150 bill lines on something, yeah, then some other people must definitely be hitting 750. But it's only a few skills, though. Okay, Dead Space strikes damage increased from 3.6 to 1.2. Number of hits from 2 to 6. Wow, shocker. Dark Energy's damage increased from 6,000% to 1,035. And the number of activations increased from 10 to 58. It's pretty quick, though, that they increased the damage cap by 4, like, by a lot. And then just like 6, yeah. Within 6 months, they started, like, insanely changing things. Okay. Increase critical rate by 5% on fire poison. Oh, nice. Thank you. Explosions damage has been decreased from... Yeah, you see these big-ass numbers are just getting cut down. 7,200% to 540. Number of activations increased from 3 to 17. Explosions magic damage decreased from 5,400 to 530. And the number of activations increased from 8 to 42. Is this a nerf overall as well? If I just type infernal underscore venom, is that gonna work, or do I need to capitalize that? It's gotta have a different name, huh? Are you serious? Yeah, it was because it wasn't capitalized. Thank you. Case sensitive website. I said 50 number of attacks, 8 number of explosions, 6. So it's 48 times. Number of activations increase from 3 to 17. Where do you see 3? Number of attacks 8, number of explosions 6. Where's the 3? There ain't no 3 here. Twelve times 8. This 8 goes to 42. Okay, that one works. So this one must have been changed already in the meantime as well. Yeah, KMS must have already changed it, so it's kind of hard to tell the exact numbers. Ice Lightning, more crit rate, finish attacks, damage has been changed to be constant value regardless of the... Oh my god, we're still only at these? Oh god, why did I do this to myself? Skill to make the lightning fall at the same location. Oh, you can make it be stuck. Oh, that's kind of cool. Fall damage from multiple strikes as a single enemy has been removed. But the initial damage from 1875 to 780, but the number of hits increased from 12 to 15. Ah, I like that. I like that. A little bit less brain dead, just like send the lightning and just hope that it hits a bunch of times. And hope that the boss gets into the corner, but instead, a little bit lower in the damage, but way more constant in how much it's going to deal, and you're able to just stop the lightning in place and just jack it. But no more damage reduction when hitting multiple strikes. That's pretty big, actually. Now you're not... Yeah, yeah, you don't have to mess around with platforms anymore. That's kind of nice, yeah. And then the Frozen Lightning damage numbers all just adjusted, just like the other skills. Yeah, people cap it on, like, Frozen Lightning. Damn. Bishop, same thing, just damage lines readjusted. Okay, we're gonna see that a lot probably here. Bowmaster, yeah, instead of 8,000 down to 1,400. Marksman final aim, also down a whole lot. 11,940%. Huh, I could have thought people would be capping early on that, on a marksman. That's wild. To 1,710 instead of 5 hits, 35. Split arrows number of activations now be limited to up to 13 times when casting final aim. Aww. Aww. Mobbing nerfed. Ice Lightning is dead now, dude. If your Thunderbreak is, or your lightning, what is it? Lightning Bolt, Lightning Barrage is no longer one-shotting with that change, then you're already weak-ass Ice Lightning to start with. Shade. Pathfinder following skills descriptions have been changed. Cool for you, and then Forsaken Relic damage numbers. Yeah, it's basically just the origin skills that people were capping on hardcore, right? The strikes damage has been decreased from 1620 to 1180. I agree that that's a bit lower, but the strikes number of activations increased from 8 to 33. The giant star damage has increased from 2,700 to 1,158, and number of hits increased from 3 to 7. And the giant star's activation interval has been decreased by 51%. Hey, yo. It seems like a really big buff to this skill. Because everything else, like, cutting it in... Like, this one is going 8,400% to 1,550%. Number of hits from 8 to 9, but then activations from 5 to 24, right? So that cancels that out. This one is like going down by like what? By 30%? And then times 4 on the activations. What? This one is going down by like 60%. But then it's going up by what? 166%. What? No, not 166. 133%. Huh. And the lower activation interval, yeah. Which empowers itself. Huh, so that looks like a Night Lord buff there. I got a flying under radar. Percentage fix on the Shadower. Divide by 6 times almost 5. Divide by almost 10 times 6. Divide by almost 10 times 7. Yeah, you have to delve into the numbers. Some of them seem like they are kind of nerfs. But they probably are nerfs, quote-unquote, just in flat percentage. But if people were capping, then their damage is still going up with the changes. So they probably don't want their damages to go up too much. Because even though the percentages are going down, the damage is going up, right? Because they're capping. No cap. Dual Blade, yeah, damage. 40% of the damage, increasing the amount of lines by 25%. But number of activations doubled. Okay, okay. Yeah. I'm assuming they were trying to even it out somewhat, but probably on the edge of like lowering the total damage percent a little bit. Yeah. Oh my god, look at all these lines on these skills, bro. Oh, the 16th enrage attack is now having to redo all of this stuff. Feature summons damage to a fixed value. This is going to increase your summons final damage by 25% while active? What? 25% summon damage? Hello? Okay. Dreadnought changes. What the hell? Just 25% final damage on all your sub. Okay. Cannon. Okay, what do we have here? The damage has been increased from 825 to 1800, and the number of hits increased from 4 to 5. The maximum number of times the collision can be activated on a single enemy has been decreased from 40 to 25. From 160 to 125. That's still quite a big damage increase, right? So instead of 160 lines, you're doing 125 lines. So 160 times that. Let me calculate that real quick. You can do your damage much faster. 132. To 225. Ooh. This is a good buff for DPMing, that you don't like only burst when you have everything up, but that you can just like throw rockets out there every single time something is available. So you have more options to play more bursty or play more DPM-y when you're soloing. That's nice. Yeah, you do a lot fewer lines to Princess No. Yeah, that's right. Subway maps or reboot after Mesocap changes, and how does it affect progress speed? Probably just more. We don't know enough about it, but probably just more favor towards bossing meals. But we don't know if the changes are right, so that's like a question, like presupposing that everything's going through. I'll have to see all that first. Bombardment damage increased from 9,000 to 20. Amount of activations 68, obviously, and then 52 big explosions from 13,000 damage down to 2.2k. Okay. Final damage boost increased from 23 to 25. That's barely going to be noticeable, but another Mihal boost. Critical damage boost increased from 15 to 20. Hell yeah. And Durandal percentage has changed. Probably. Does look around fair, a quarter. From 45 to 180 times 4. Yeah. That looks reasonable. 48. Astral Blitz, Soul Master, Alliance, 24. Primal activations. Dude, these. 5 more critical rate. Why did they give all the mages more critical rate? Is that to fill the gap between wands and stuffs? Is that... Why not just take the... I wonder. Flame. Damage percent changes again. Yes. Oh my god, we have 6 minutes left. I fucked myself on this. Wind blades. The damage has been decreased. And we got that right now. Oh, it's bad timing on everything. Mr. Spring changes. Nightwalker. Siphoned Vitality. Fix an issue where the skill was not displayed as a buff icon. Unplayable, bro. Silence changes. Oh, wow, look at that. That's a whole lot of lines. Well, people who like seeing a lot of lines of damage, everyone is going to want a unit damage skin for sure after that. Another crit rate. Why is everyone getting like 5% crit rate? On top of Legion artifact that everyone just got that gives people 20% critical rate. Why are we getting another 5 on so many classes? Is it really... Is it for non-reboot people? Did they have 25% critical rate in their monster life? No way, right? Lightning damage changed. Lightning strike and a giant thunderbolt will now apply an additional 40% boss damage and 20% defense ignore. What? Giant Thunderbolt's damage has been decreased from 380 to 340. Fix an issue where Giant Thunderbolt was not visible to other characters. No, I think that's fine. Sea Wave. Thunderstorm Sea Wave damage numbers redid. Ground Surge numbers redid. The amount of combo required to increase the final strike's number of activations by 1 has been decreased from 200 to 50. Yeah, because the additional strikes are not as valuable, of course. Zodiac Burst damage numbers redone. These seem somewhat fair, yeah. Probably a little bit of buff here, yeah. KMS doesn't have the BT link. Well, it doesn't have BTs at all. Luminous. Paradox. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this up because we've got other bosses going. Who's the last one we check? Mercedes. Notice has been added. The passive effect does not apply to Leap Tornado. Does not apply to Leap Tornado 6. RIP. Screen effect has been changed. Activating 36 shockwaves deal 840% damage 10 times. Collision damage decreased. So that's all the number recalculating. Attack interval has been decreased by about 15%. These are always huge. These look like they just sneak those in a little bit, like it's just a small alteration, but being able to hit slightly less hard, but quite a bit more often will often result in way more damage. Like that other skill we saw up there that had like 51% of the attack interval reduction, like that's crazy. Either you do the same damage way faster, or you just over the same amount of time do way more damage. Spirit King's Manifestation Enhanced Attack will now activate 4 shockwaves at once. Shiplui. Okay, fine. Just Phantom then, okay? We'll forget about Shade. Strike damage increased 6-3. Oh yeah, it says numbers 57 activations. I wonder if they have a limit to how many times they can do this stuff as well. The Hero's Will activation interval has been decreased by about 67%. The Hero's Will's damage. Oh, they call that Hero's Will as well? That's not confusing at all, okay. Yeah, activation interval has been decreased by about 67%. Okay. Alright, that's the end of part 1 Because I've got bosses to do. And I'm trying not to be super late.